She's always trying to act like she in a meeting. Always trying to act like she's busy. She's not really busy. She's just like I don't know. She's a pot stirrer. Anyway, this is the Edgewater Park location. If y'all want to make a membership, good luck. I do not recommend it. These people, they are powderheads. They are literally powderheads. Literally. And I'm going to tell you one more other thing. They do the most trolling that you could ever see in your life. You ever see somebody follow you around so much just so they could be on TV? So I go in there. This is what happened today. I go in there. My usual, go in. I look at the thing, see if they updated it. Lately, they've been updating it, thankfully. So I see the class that I would take is a little bit later. I definitely don't feel like waiting. Sometimes I do. Most of the time, I do. Sometimes I don't. Didn't feel like doing it today. So then, all of a sudden, here she go. She got a sick little black guy come following me. Mind you, they see me when I come in. They all could have stopped me then. They see me when I come in, but they like to do performing arts. I don't know. They maybe take up some form of theatrics or something. I don't know. Don't care. So then, all of a suddenly, I gotta do all this extracurricular stuff with these people. Here he comes running down the lane. I got my headphones on. He stops me. He's saying something to me. But I know it's nothing of importance because he's just, a person who works there. Well, I don't even know what his name is. But like I said, he usually is not a pest. But obviously, they're putting them to be pests. They probably put that in their work contract to be pests. Poor them. You have to have a poor mindset and poor morals to be a deliberate pain in the butt for your career. Anyway, neither here nor there. I left it alone. He's like, "Can you please come to check in at the desk?" So I go back with him because he's asking me, "Please come check in." So I go with him to check in. As you can see, that's when I went live because when I was walking back, I forgot what he was saying. He was talking to me about something about, I don't know what the heck he was saying because all I could hear is the music. But he wasn't saying nothing important because I had already told him that I don't use the app. Just like I told them, I told all of the people, they already know I don't use the app. Your app sucks, number one. Number two, if I go to a different location, sometimes it can't even scan me in because of the dimensions of how their place is set up. So it is, no, like, y'all know I'm a member here. Stop acting. Y'all acting like y'all don't know that y'all stalk me that much. Y'all really trying to act like you don't stalk me that much when you do. Like, come on. You would paint yourself in my pictures if you could. Anyway, these people are nutty. And so I need to put some oil on my feet. So then all of a sudden, no, I don't got to talk to that lady because she keeps running. She's been running the whole day. She watching. So I already handle her. I don't chase after bitches. Anybody who know me know I don't chase after bitches. I'm pretty sure they sitting around watching this footage. This ain't privatized. It's public. It's made for the public so that way y'all can see it. I want you to see it. You think I'm on a secret page? This is a public page. It's been here almost 20 years. It's been airing almost 20 years. I'm doing it. I know that I'm sending it to you. Or maybe she doesn't know. Yeah, I know. I want you guys to understand that I'm not coming to chase you around. That's what you want. You want it to look like I'm chasing you around because obviously nobody wants you. You obviously ain't got nobody at home loving on you enough that when you go into your workspaces, you can't do nothing but follow people around. People that don't even People that don't even want to interact with you. I'm like, that's what's really funny. I'm like, I don't even want to interact with you, and you're like begging me to by, can you please check in? No, I don't have to check in because I'm already paid. That is my check-in. I already paid to be here, so I don't have to keep telling you every single time I come here because it doesn't matter. Sometimes I come in here 3 times in a day, back to back. I'll walk out the door. And guess what? I was checking in every time, and guess what the man said? You don't have to check in every time, just once. So, no, now you want to be funny? I'm going to check in, all right? I'm going to check in every time I come up in this piece. You be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. You want me to check in every time? Oh, I'm going to check in every time, all right? Every single time I walk out to go get my mat because I need my mat for class because I don't want to use y'all contaminated, nasty people never clean them mats. Y'all got me paying for a membership, and y'all ain't even got no fresh, clean mats for the members to use. Like, y'all should include members with their own equipment. Y'all telling people to use them weights. People don't even be cleaning them weights. Y'all have to get it together before y'all be trying to do all this extra curriculum stuff. Be trying to bring new members. Y'all need to get that place together before you try to bring in some new members. Y'all staff don't even know how to behave. Y'all, it's like being in there with a bunch of middle schoolers or something. It's a terrible environment. If you're a mature adult, a mature-minded, level-headed, mature, you got morals, like, oh gosh, that I don't recommend being in that environment because the adults are in there and they worse than the kids. They really are. I've literally seen elementary kids that have more mature behaviors than them. It's ridiculous. If they do got kids, I feel bad for them. I'm serious. Serious. Anybody who affiliate with them, I don't feel bad for them if you affiliate with them. You guilty by association for affiliating. That's on you. That's on you. But the nonsense that comes out of these people is atrocious. But all I do, I pray for everybody that, y'all learn to leave people alone. So the girl stopped running up to me, so now she's sending the guy to start running up to me. So they're trying to be funny, and I'm like, all right. I have warned y'all fairly. I've been nice to the max. And no more I can say about it. In a little bit, I'll give y'all the last bit of the scenario that happened, because I'm sealing it. I'm sealing it. Matter of fact, how much minutes we got? Oh, only 8 minutes? All right, so where was we at? We was at the other guys, the old guys. These old guys. Yeah. So, like I said, haven't seen them. Don't know where they work at or if they still work with the company, whatever. Come back to this location. Now I got to deal with the blonde-haired girl who I just showed y'all in the video. That's the lesbian that I was telling y'all about from the Ewing location that likes following me around the gym and specifically in the locker room. But now over here, she has gone in the locker room at least twice when I was in there. But it's built differently. So she would be extremely caught if she were to follow me in there. But she does, as you can see, follow me around the workout floor. I usually don't even be on the workout floor. I'm usually in the group room. But they know my schedule, so what they do is they try to schedule stuff around the time I come, so that way they could follow me around, because they really, really, really want me to use their trainers. I don't use none of their trainers. If they have a class, I go to the class, which sometimes is hosted by their trainers, but sometimes it's hosted by an outside professional, certified or licensed professional that do whatever. Anyway, so I get back to this location, being followed. The lesbian comes here, and then she wants to follow me around here. Then you got people that's members in the locker room going live, like live streaming, like content streaming. You know what I mean? Like literally trying to host a whole show in the locker rooms. And meanwhile, they just launched this new program where they're bringing teens into the gym, which means they have access to the locker rooms as well. shower rooms, sauna, etc. And I'm like, yo, y'all allowing these full grown adults to just be all up in these bathrooms or whatever in the locker room recording live inside. I could see you out on the floor because the floor is a free range. But you recording your show in the locker room, like, nah, that's out of pocket. What you need to do is ask if they could create a simulated space, so that way if you want to give your audience the thought that you're in the locker room, you have a privatized section where you can do that, where you're not, literally interfering with real life gym members. That's crazy. Anyway, I documented that on one of the videos as well, so you probably have heard about it if you've been watching. And if not, you'll find them somewhere. I don't know. I don't even remember. That's how irrelevant it is. I don't even be paying attention to none of this stuff. It's when these people come around that it reminds me. I don't. That's how irrelevant these people are to my life. They really think that I be thinking about them. I'm like, now when I leave from here, I ain't gonna be thinking about you unless I'm talking about the topic. But other than that, I don't think about y'all. Y'all not on my mind like that, like you would like to be. So anyway, I noticed between the cleaning lady always following me around, following. And one day I'm getting dressed. I put on a dress. She comes behind me and she's like touching my strap. Talking about some, oh, I'm just fixing your strap because your it was falling down. And I'm looking at her, and mind you, she looks like a straight up bull dyke. So of course I'm looking at her like, bitch, I will knock the rest of your fucking teeth out if you don't get the fuck from me. But I'm being nice, and I'm just like, thank you. She's like, no, don't get offended. I have sisters. It's just a girl thing. And I'm looking at her like, I don't have sisters. I don't like bitches touching me. I don't like bitches around me. I don't fuck with bitches. Period. Don't change. So anyway, it is what it is. Um, I leave for the day. And then, like I said, I create a different strategy. And now, for a little while, I got them. They're disheveled. They can't really keep up with me. They can't. But we still got the other trolls. We still got the trolls that come into the property that don't belong on the property at all. As far as they are not paid members, they are not visiting members. They are literally random people who just come up in the building and they don't say nothing. They be saying right there. So, those are some of the things that members, actual paying members, have to deal with, is dealing with the fact that, they want you to pay, but they just randomly letting anybody, and they really not doing their job. Is really the truth. It's like, what's the purpose of having them? They're not really doing their job. Um, and so then all of a sudden, one day I'm in a class. I happened to take I had told the teacher that I was going to take her class on a different day, because I wasn't going to be able to come to her class on the day that she usually have it. I said I won't be there. So she was like, oh, she was telling me, well, you could come on X, Y, and Z day. I have a class on that day. So I was like, oh, okay. So I did. I came on the day before the class that I usually go to. So I went to the class. So I'm in the class, and to me, it's really not a new class in general, but it's new because it's whatever we're doing with her is new. You know what I'm saying? So we doing some new stuff. It's a different class that she presented, called Tabata or something like that. And it's like a mixed fusion. It's kind of like dancing and kind of like that Taibo stuff. That's what it remind me of, Taibo and dancing. You know what I mean? That's what it remind me of. I don't know, but they call it Tabata. I never heard of it before. But anyway, it was fun. You know what I mean? But that's when this scenario takes place. All of a sudden, the door busts open. It's mass space. It's only like 3 or 4, no more than 5 members, in the class. So it's mass space for them to get their footage without, absorbing the members' personal time. But they come busting in the room. The white girl who called herself Nat, she's the camera woman. And then the other girl, who I don't know her name, who I just call Chiquita Banana, who's running around here, she deliberately dodging me because, I guess she thinks I'm gonna be rude and out pocket, but I don't move like that. I'm not a confrontational person. I'm not gonna come out to you with all that rah rah stuff. I'm just gonna ask you plain and simply, as nicely as I can. You know what I mean? For whatever nonsense you got going on, you keep that with you and your people. You keep that with the people that want to play them games with you. I'm just not the one. That's the type of person that I am. I'm not really in the mood for no, oh, let's talk it out and let's come to some other accord. No, like, I don't come here for that. So, like I said, there's no need for me to talk to her because, like I said, as you can see, she keeps avoiding, or she just keeps trying to seem like she's advertently busy. And I'm like, she's never advertently busy. She just knows what she's doing as far as running around messing with people. That's all she knows how to do. That's probably how she made it in life. Um, But on that particular day, she comes running up to me. Yeah, she got her Dunkin' Donuts. Her Dunkin' Donuts. I was actually in the car before I went into the class, and her husband, or I guess that was her husband, some old looking man came driving her up here, and drove her over to the Dunkin' Donuts, and so brought her back or whatever. But I was in the car, because it wasn't time for me to go in for the class. So then it was almost time for me to go into the class. And then, like I said, by the time the class started, this was the scenario that played out. I'm I'm watching my instructor, the teacher of the class, showing us the steps that we gotta do, to participate in, in the steps or whatever. And here they come busting in the classroom. The old girl, the white girl with the camera net, she's cameraing us. And so the clip that y'all see online is an edited version. That's not the full version. She came in directly recording me specifically. And the girl came running up to me specifically, and she was like, I don't know what I'm doing. She's like, how do I do it? She was literally asking me to show her how to do the steps. And that's what I did. I was showing her. I had just learned the steps, so I was showing her the steps. And then she picked up really quickly, which is not hard steps. And she's rhythmic, so I would gather she would catch on, and she did. And that's the clip that they were showing. They're showing the clip where she had already caught on to the step, and they trying to make it look like, oh no, that was just an innocent, clip. No, it was all targeted. It was all disrespect, and it was all intentional. And so, like I said, at the time, I didn't pay it no mind because I really wanted to enjoy the class. As far as, I ain't come here for that. And then boom, I come out the classroom, and then I get myself ready and I leave. And all of a sudden, the girl Nat is talking to me. She's like, bye. So mind you, in all of this time that I've spoken to you about the staff, I've never mentioned that she's ever said hi to me or been so, gravitated toward me. No. It's just after this particular time that she decided that she wants to start saying hi to me. The next day, she come in, and there go Chiquita Banana. She leaving now. She getting in that car. She probably with her husband. I think that's the car that her and her husband be in. I ain't gonna keep running y'all down. But this is Chiquita. She in that car right there with her husband riding off. Anyway, like I said, all of a suddenly, I'm thinking to myself, like, what in the world is they right, running up in here doing all of that for? Like, if they just supposed to be going around, to me, if you're supposed to be recording the coaches, you're supposed to be showing people what to look forward to while working with the coaches. That's who y'all need to be upselling, because anyone can go to a gym and work out at a gym. But if you're going to have a niche, you're trying to say less crowds, cleaner clubs, better results. None of that, all of that is a breach of contract. I can show you mad videos where it's mad crowds. I can show you mad videos where the club wasn't clean. And I can show you mad people who have been here longer than me, who've been working with coaches, and I ain't seen no results. None. So all of that's a breach of contract. But on the flip side of things, if you focus more on promoting your trainers and not the members being all up in our faces, and focus on your trainers, show what your trainers are capable of doing, that is what's going to draw people to your clubs. That's what's going to give you the business expansion that you dream of, not hunkering down on somebody that's popular and thinking you're going to get some free promo. Y'all are not my promo team. I ain't hiring y'all. No. And you suck. You suck like a prostitute. So why would I want you to be doing something like that? What I would like for you guys to do is just, you know what I mean, just leave me alone out of y'all meticulous games and stuff like that. And that's it. Like I said, it's really nothing for me to say. It's definitely nothing for me to do. I'm not with the clown stuff. I'm not gonna partake in it just because that's your fun. That's your fun. And like I said, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know, my day is beautiful no matter what. When I'm not here, I don't think about y'all. When I'm here, I don't think about y'all. Only time I gotta think about y'all is if you try to plant yourself in front of me, and then even then I don't gotta think about y'all. So, you know, life is not about giving respect to people, but just understand the same way you treat people, they could treat you back. So if you think that what you're doing is acceptable and I think it's disrespectful, what I'm saying is if I get to the point where I want to disrespect you in a way that you feel is disrespectful but I feel is acceptable, you have to understand that we are going to be on one accord at that point. I'm not a tit for tat, but I'm just saying if it gets to that point, because you see in the footage that they're trying to keep it going, they're trying to keep the dialogue going, they're trying to, and it's really tacky. But anyway, I don't have time for these immature minds. I come here for the facilities. I'm not here to see them. They want to be so part of the footage. That's why they feel popular. They don't understand that they just put a bag on their own head. They just did that to themselves. It's other people that don't play that. Like y'all thinking because I won't do nothing, I'm not a threaten you type person. But you gotta understand, it's people out there that's like, why are you messing with this person? And they not okay with that. And that's kind of how the ball bounces. But the Holy Sabbath is upon me. I got some prayers I'm gonna show y'all that I wrote for all of y'all. I'm not putting it on this because this is unclean content. You know what I mean? You got lesbians on there, you got liars on there, you got stalkers on there, you got weirdos on there. They're abominations. So I'm not gonna be talking y'all about the good stuff in the same video, but I'm gonna create a new video that you're more than welcome to check out and enjoy. Y'all be safe. Peace. Nutties.